Researchers have discovered that dogs can identify a bad person. Scientific studies show that dogs can sense chemical changes in people's pheromones, which may signal bad intentions, alerting them to potential danger. In this video, we'll explore the incredible abilities of dogs and reveal how they perceive and respond to the world. And for more secrets about your doggy, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Now let's dive right in. A study featured in neuroscience and biobehavioral reviews revealed that dogs have the ability to distinguish between good and bad people. In a series of experiments, scientists tested 18 dogs across 3 different scenarios to determine if they could tell the difference. The dogs observed their owners asking a stranger for help with opening a box. In the first scenario, the stranger declined to assist. In the second, the stranger offered help. And in the third, the stranger remained indifferent and did not respond. After these interactions, the strangers offered treats to the dogs. The results were surprising. The dogs rejected treats from the unhelpful stranger, but eagerly accepted treats from both the helpful and neutral strangers. This study found that dogs can judge a person's behavior and are less likely to trust those who show unkindness or refuse to help, demonstrating their ability to detect mean individuals. Another surprising ability of dogs is their capacity to sense fear. Dogs have the remarkable ability to sense our fears. Many people have encountered an aggressive dog and been advised to stay calm and not show fear. The reason behind this advice is that dogs can smell fear, which may make them more aggressive and potentially lead to an attack. But is it true that dogs can actually smell fear? While fear itself is an emotion, like happiness or sadness, dogs can't directly smell emotions. What they can do, however, is detect changes in scent and observe body language that may indicate when someone is feeling nervous, anxious, or afraid. Anyone familiar with dogs knows they have an extraordinary sense of smell. For instance, bloodhounds have a sense of smell that is at least 1,000 times more sensitive than that of humans. When we experience fear, our bodies tend to sweat more, produce adrenaline, and release certain chemicals, including stress-related hormones. Given their sharp sense of smell, dogs can undoubtedly detect the scent of sweat and these other chemicals. However, detecting these scents isn't the same as directly smelling the emotion of fear. Experts believe that dogs' ability to sense fear involves more than just smell. They also pick up on body language and movements, such as stiffening up or making direct eye contact, which can signal fear to a dog. So instead of saying dogs can smell fear, it's more accurate to say they can sense it. This sensing is a combination of detecting the scent of sweat and chemicals along with interpreting body language and behavior. Dogs also have the ability to detect liars. In a study led by Akiko Takaoka at a university in Japan, researchers explored whether dogs would trust someone who had deceived them. The experiment involved 34 dogs and consisted of 3 rounds of pointing. Initially, the dog owners pointed to a container containing food, and the dogs would run to it. In the next round, they pointed to an empty container. When the dogs realized there was no food, they felt tricked. By the third round, when the same person pointed to a container with food, the dogs ignored the cue. This behavior suggests that dogs can judge the reliability of a person based on their past experiences. How can this be explained? It's due to the dog's olfactory system, particularly the vomeronasal organ, which allows them to sense things beyond human perception. A dog's sense of smell is 1,000 times more sensitive than a human's. This heightened sense enables dogs to detect pheromones that reveal human emotions, helping them discern good and bad behaviors. So, if you've noticed your dog avoiding the person you're dating, it might be a sign to consider finding someone else. Another amazing ability of dogs can sense danger. Occasionally, you'll come across a news story about a brave dog saving their owner's life. It makes you wonder, can dogs really sense when their owner is in danger? The answer is yes. Even if your dog seems more interested in lounging around than being on high alert, they are more attentive than they seem. Dogs have exceptional senses of smell and hearing, allowing them to detect subtle signs of danger that might be nearby. Once they pick up on these signals, they react. You might notice them scratching at the door, whining, or barking. Typically, when dogs sense danger, they behave in unusual ways. They might become hyperactive, start shaking, or hide at odd times. Persistent barking is a clear signal, but you should also watch for quieter signs, like those mentioned. If your dog is suddenly paying extra attention to someone, it might be a good idea to alert that person. Sometimes, a dog's intuition draws them to people who might be facing trouble, so their unexpected focus could be a warning sign. Additionally, if your dog reacts negatively to someone, especially a stranger, that person could be the source of danger. While some dogs are wary of all strangers, understanding what's normal and what's out of character for your dog can help you discern if they sense a real threat. Your dog might be trying to warn you of imminent danger. Since you know your dog best, you'll recognize when their behavior is out of the ordinary and not due to common issues like hunger or discomfort. Paying attention to your dog's reactions can help you respond appropriately to potential dangers. Also, dog can natural disasters. There have been hundreds of recorded instances of dogs being the first to know when a natural disaster is going to strike. In fact, many people have noted animals acting strangely in the hours before a natural disaster. One of the most famous examples of this occurred in the Chinese city of Haicheng in 1975, when unusual animal behavior seemed to predict a 7.3 magnitude earthquake. More recently, before the devastating Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004, there are eyewitness accounts of dogs refusing to go outside and numerous other species fleeing for higher ground well in advance of any waves arriving. While there's no scientific evidence to support the argument that animals have a sixth sense about natural disasters, their ability to hear and smell better certainly supports the idea that they can sense things sooner and to a better degree than we can. According to the US Geological Survey, animals are more likely to perceive earthquakes than humans due to the ability to feel the smaller P wave that arrives seconds before the larger S wave arrives. Dogs are incredibly perceptive when it comes to human emotions and are capable of responding to them. They are highly sensitive to our emotional states and can interpret and react to our body language, scent, tone of voice, and facial expressions. One example of their emotional intelligence is their ability to read facial expressions. You can try a simple test. Sit in front of your dog and display a happy expression, and you'll likely see your dog respond with wagging tail and excitement. Conversely, if you put on a sad face and perhaps make some sorrowful sounds, your dog will likely show concern and mirror your expression with a worried look. Additionally, dogs can pick up on the tone of your voice and, with their excellent hearing, recognize the sound of your footsteps and mood as you return home. Dogs also have an exceptional sense of smell, allowing them to detect emotions like fear, anger, and sadness. When you're feeling down, your dog can sense this and may become subdued in response. They often react to crying with a submissive and comforting demeanor. Also, dogs can sense when something they dislike is about to happen, such as a bath or a trip to the vet, and may try to hide. They can detect fear by sensing increased adrenaline levels and can perceive shifts in priorities, such as the arrival of a new baby, a change in your job, or the presence of visitors, which can create challenging social situations for them. Dogs are also sensitive to hormonal changes, enabling them to sense if someone is pregnant. They have been known to grieve, often displaying behaviors like howling when a loved one passes away or staying near a grave. Dogs are truly remarkable in their sensitivity to human emotions. And there you have it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.